right, here it is. The Clone Trooper tier list. OG, easy A.
Classic.
I'm very comfortable leaving him in A here.
Helmet similar to the original Boba Fett helmet.
True.
With the visor that sees through the head.
Gunship and TE.
Unfortunately.
I do really like it. You know the shitty pens?
Oh my gosh, the Lego pens that you get at like Legoland or something.
Yeah, that's the only way it had
that
this
was
guy.
one of the good ones. Oh, you had him through that? I thought there was a Jango Fett pen. That was even cooler.
Yes, they're very different type of plastic though. I believe they also made a chrome C-3PO on one of those pens. Yeah, it's a lighter plastic. It's definitely lower quality than the ABS that Lego generally uses. And at least with 3PO, the head is actually elongated. It's taller than a normal C-3PO head because it has a stud on top. No, because these minifigures, do they pop out of the pen? Yeah, right there in the middle. I believe the legs are also all one piece. Like the legs don't shift or anything. There's actually plastic in between.
Okay, easy A.
The Shock Troopers are a fan fave for a lot of people, just like 501st Troopers. I never actually had him, so I'm way more attached to a lot of these other early Phase 2s.
I think this one came with the AT...
The AT-AP is what it's called, and it's 3-leg version of the AT-TE.
And then it was also in the original Clone Battle Pack.
I was just gonna say that's a battle pack.
Hips and with white hips.
Yeah, because here's white hips. Look, we'll just put.
So that is the one that came with the AT-AP. For whatever reason, they decided that they couldn't afford the black pelvis piece.
I love this episode 3 run they had. Like everything. Like this is our first taste at like clones and their battalions and specialty ones. And here's the Sand Blue pilot. I'm going straight to A because I not only do I love Sand Blue, but I just love everything about this. It looks so cool. It's like the V-wing,
If there's something about it amongst the others from that time period where it's kind of more refined in its like color scheme, the amount of paint applications.
It's the Sand Blue.
This pilot is a great start for clone pilots, but we will get to one of my favorite clones later on, which happens to be a clone pilot.
Here, I'll just put him up for you right now.
Oh god.
I'll put him back. All right, classic. I'll put him in A. Just because, I really like this guy.
Yeah, just as good as the Phase 1.
2010 was the last time they used that helmet.
You think it's just as good as the Phase 1?
Well, yeah. Like if I were to make a list of all the things that were good about each of those minifigures, they got all the same things that are good about them.
Yeah, I'm here for that. This is supposed to be Commander Cody, but it's like the Star Core guy. Yeah, this guy. I'm gonna put him high B.
Yes. The color scheme is also like not as like in your face as that bright red on the Shock Troopers, so it's kind of classy.
Yeah, I think you pointed this out last time, but it's the Sand Trooper pauldron, which I forgot about. I was like, that is ever used. So
there are actually two versions of the pauldron. There is the pauldron printed on orange fabric, and I believe there's the pauldron printed on white fabric.
So this is not necessarily a canon trooper.
No.
But we discussed this before. We love this clone because it's so special and it's like so cool. It's like such a cool taste of custom clones and getting
an expanded Lego universe.
Is that one supposed to be Luminar Angeles Legion? Because that comes in the Wookiee Catamaran, right? Or it could be
this is Swamp Speeder. Well, it's in that set.
Basically was in place of the Kashyyyk Troopers. What they ended up going with in the movie, everyone you see is one of those like AT-AP or
these guys. Yeah, the green scout trooper guys. But we'll get there in a second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put him in S. I know that's like a shocker to some people, but I adore it. Not just because it's a high price point or anything, but genuinely it is so cool.
High price point because people like it so much.
It's very rare. This jetpack is so wonky to me.
So it's great for play, but I personally like canonical stuff. When it comes to the guy we put in the S tier there,
right?
It's kind of like a potential thing that could exist in the universe. D there is like when Hasbro makes like a mech suit for Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah. Okay. So this is like mech suits down here, and this is like lean troopers. Like S tier.
Yes.
Yeah, so
exactly.
that's exactly.
That was
I'm gonna go D tier just because I love the clone, but the jetpack is so awkward.
So it would be a Bark Trooper. But every Bark Trooper that we've seen doesn't have a helmet like that. So it's another thing where it's kind of like the guy we have in the S tier where he's one of a kind. But now that later on we've gotten more accurate Bark Troopers, that guy right there, he's kind of bland looking.
Do you think that's just like they had access to preliminary assets? Because this is a launch set
Totally.
at Walker. I'm gonna move this guy to God tier. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna put him in S.
Out.
And speaking of God tier, I am very comfortable doing that. Not like the same reason.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sand green. The fact that they go with dark bluish gray, that's like edgy for that time period.
All right, you guys ready? It's now animated era. Clone Pilot. I'm gonna go straight into B tier. I love the torso.
Torso for sure.
Yeah,
Helmet's
torso-
kind of cringe.
Yeah, the helmet is kind of cringe, but the Republic logos are printed really nice. The red. Okay, I'm gonna put him as high C. Is this
Looking
nostalgia?
back, actually, when you look at him compared to the others, the torso prints have much more like fined, lighter grays to cause the detailing. Then once you get to the Clone Wars, there's actually so much black in his color scheme. Hands, his pelvis piece, and all of the black detailing really stand out so much, and his visor is like so dark.
Yeah, well, all these AP1 clones fall victim of that same visor treatment, where it just gets kind of wonky if you look at it too long. I don't think that's the case though for any of the ones wearing a visor, and that's like very clear with like Rex. I know that's not accurate, this Rex, because he'll get the rangefinder.
Yeah.
It's such a perfect minifigure. Like the helmet, the print is so perfect.
I would put it in A tier, and I wouldn't put it higher just because, again, you have to compare later against stuff like P2 Rex. Well, until Wolf, I think it's the only clone with a custom face print.
I'm gonna give Cody S. I'm gonna put Cody straight in S. Like easy. These two figures go hand in hand. I just wish they gave Rex the rangefinder. It'd just be so much more accurate. I'm gonna put him in God tier. I'm gonna put him in God tier. I love this figure so much.
We haven't gotten a Rex with a rangefinder since.
Oh, but then like you get to just normal AP1. The
Gosh,
face
I
is
guess-
so bad. The face is it's unexcusably bad, guys.
The scarcity of the original Phase 1 and Phase 2 troopers with the visor you can see through it makes me seem like they're more desirable. But in all reality, I was way more enthused about that Phase 1 Clone Wars clone that we just ranked to be there.
Right here.
But I think that's a good ranking. That's a perfect spot that we put it, just because of the way that things ended up in the market with us not having much access to those original ones, but then having more access to the Clone Wars version.
Right, there was a $5 ATRT poly bag.
So here's Fox. I'm gonna put him in God tier, easy.
Absolutely.
Hasn't been improved on. Pretty much as good
Yeah.
as Rex there. Yeah, he looks like a big. He looks tough.
Easily like a heavy, you know, like
Yeah.
yeah. And then we get the Gunner, and the Gunner is like, oh, has not aged well in my opinion.
Yeah, not
So-
against the 2017 and 2022 ones we got.
No. I like that jetpack. The white jetpack's actually pretty
Right,
dope.
that's
still
the
use it.
introduction of that jetpack too. That was the head of Boba Fett in 2010 because this came out in the 2009 corporate tank
Yeah.
trade.
So that and then the only time it reappears is prototype.
In white,
Yeah.
yes.
That's crazy. Venator, Senate Trooper. I remember getting 2 of these guys. I'll put him like high A.
Clash of sort of tribal markings, very naturalistic. With the very like futuristic space police thing. It's kind of like Boba Fett, just like nature versus industry.
I'm hearing you out about like the tribal marking, like it just like has like this almost like sacred. So the Sand Blue pilot got another mold in the arc.
Jag.
Yeah, Captain Jack. There's supposed to be another one of them, but
Yep,
it's not
there
on
is.
here. The helmet mold is actually pretty
So-
fantastic.
Here's one thing that actually I really like about him is that he predates all of the upcoming new redone Phase 2 guys. And so
Mhm.
he's the first time that we get a like normal clone head. Although it does have the visor printed on it and everything. And it doesn't look like a clone at all in particular. And I believe they reused the head for like a rebel, maybe.
Right. Zev can he or
Yeah.
in the Rebel
Sinesca.
Hop. Yeah, that's right. Zev Sinesca.
So I do really like that one because when I got him, I was like, this is cutting edge. This is new. This is the future.
No, yeah, I hear you. And then
And
just
then,
like just on that like the V-wing pilot
Yes.
too, where it's like it's got
Another-
the face wrap and a way better decal.
but yeah, the only other thing I was gonna say about the previous guy was that you can see through the helmet. Like the helmet is not just a new part that they put over the head to forget about the head. It like cooperates with the face print. Like the guy who made the helmet mold had to work with the guy who's doing the face print. Like maybe.
So I think this guy's a swamp speeder guy, or not swamp speeder.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. And it's
Oh.
the last
Yeah.
time we see that mold.
Oh,
Okay.
this is the last time we see the
Yeah.
helmet mold.
Improved torso.
Yes. Only time we see the torso.
Okay.
Is there anything special
I'll
about
put
the
him up there.
helmet print? I think there might be special like lines on the side of the head, like more blue
Mhm.
lines or less blue lines.
Our second ARF after our God tier. I'm gonna put him
Oh,
like right here.
So the God tier is an ATRT pilot. Like driver, but then that guy is an ARF trooper, and so we actually haven't gotten any ARF troopers since that one and the other one upcoming from the Clone Wars style. And I think that the way that they printed their visor on is just like not the prettiest. They could literally reuse the mold and just do the visor in there better, and it wouldn't look like sunglasses on like a minion.
So you're not a fan, you're a hater, huh?
I think it's one of the best from the Clone Wars era, but not better than Rex or Cody or. Yeah, so Horn Company is what they're called. It is an existing faction of clones.
Yeah, which
so there they are.
It was like the specialist clone battle pack for its time.
Yeah, it
really was.
He's got leg printing. I didn't even mention that. He's the first one that's had leg printing.
True, and then we got the bomb squad right next to it.
Yeah, he's perfect for what he is. The fact that they did the whole helmet in orange and then printed the white on top is obviously cost effective, but also just like they rounded out the whole helmet.
They had to do the horn, like make the mold orange. All right, Black Shadow ARF.
That's God tier.
Yeah,
that's
I would say
the one
S tier, but the place in the community that it has at this point, it's God tier.
It's the one I'm most sure is God tier because of just the fact that like there's probably rich people out there that want that thing. What was the promo to get him? What was the qualification?
If I'm right, it was like $75 in 2011.
Oh, yeah, 2011 though.
I could put
exactly. You think he's better than Fox?
It's better than Fox.
For the face print, yes.
The legs, they're actually sand blue with white printing on top.
Alright, I'm leaving there. Okay, ARC Trooper. God tier.
Yes. So
God
they
tier.
gave him a whole new helmet.
Without a question.
And he's got a special colored accessory pack.
This is a top 5 clone.
And unique pauldron. Like it completely unique. No other.
Like even cool. they went all out. Like printed the feet, like the camo, the sand blue torso with the arc. Like it's super accurate. Like Lego could never today. Dude, it's so good.
Well, just not in that price of a set, maybe.
That's
I wouldn't even. That was a $12 set at the time, and it came with 2 new molded commando droids. I wouldn't expect that from Lego in a $25 set now.
Fuck, dude. All right, ARF Trooper, same set, gorgeous. Arms are a really nice touch. Definitely
even better than the last.
Way better. I agree.
He's well done. He's accurate he's as accurate as he can be. New style. It's very reminiscent of what's going on with the way they look in Attack of the Clones, not the way they look in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, you're right. They went very Attack of the Clones. They didn't go Clone Wars. 501st Pilot, high S tier. Yeah. One and done.
Never been reused.
Yep,
absolutely.
One and done.
New torso too. And back in the day, honestly, to get him in the 501st ranks, it's nice, but I'd like a lot more other 501st. Nowadays, to get him would be even more appropriate.
The 501st Trooper right here, which is our first P2 clone.
Yes.
It's during the Umbara arc. Like, it was a very heavy time to be a Star Wars clone fan, and like they hit us with the Headhunter, the P1 clone. Umbara arc. All right, here's the P1 clone that goes with the battle pack. I'm cool. I do like it better than the AP one, better than the Senate one, because it's just the first time we got the accurate like episode 2 style.
It's grittier. The movie style is like feels more.
All right, P2 Captain Rex.
God tier.
Yeah, God tier. But
honestly,
when they redo him, it will be so much better. You guys, is it a top 5? Is it a top 10?
It's a number 1.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think so.
It's definitely top 3.
All right, this guy looks like shite. The color is actually
orange.
Yeah, it's not orange.
Oh, that's right. That's supposed to be 212.
Yeah, because he's on Umbara in the box art and the set. I could say this. I could say this is one of the worst.
Is that the Umbara crawler?
Yeah, Umbara crawler.
Put it all the way down there. You're only willing to do that because we've got better ones now.
The thing is, that came out in 2013. I think winter 2013. We got a better figure a year later.
No, I know. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get to that point, but like, because in 2014, the double knockout.
I know, I'm just saying, before its time argument, I don't even think it was then, because again, there's only a year between that and the literal next best thing.
I'm gonna put this guy high S tier.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
So
that picky.
yes, can you see his right in the crotch there?
Yeah.
That he's like actually got it built up. But the one with the actual bright colored crotch is from way recent. That was from like the anniversary sets when they finally got that figured out. For years they had just been printing a crotch that you couldn't even see.
And then so this guy's not even accurate. Like it's not even like.
He doesn't exist. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I like him. I still like him.
But we put the other guy all the way up in God tier, and he doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly. One of the goats. Incredible airborne with a camo. Okay, Bark, beautiful, gorgeous. I'm gonna actually put him in God tier. This is another V-wing. We were getting now. It's like the light bluish gray. So green. There should be two greys here, right? Same thing. There's not two greys here.
2014 and 2019.
It's a stripe on the leg, tan marking, right on his right leg versus the silver marking.
Oh, they had to come out with a whole custom color for his helmet just to do him.
True. Shock Trooper, like.
This Shock Trooper is the reason I was comfortable putting the older one so low.
Yeah.
Because this is improved in every way.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
AV cannon.
I like this guy a lot. I like him. I like both of them like the same. Okay. Our only time we got a P2 grunt.
Yeah, he's still so desirable. People will pay anything for him. It's crazy.
Okay, some weird ones. Geonosian Troopers.
I personally love both of these. I like the airborne more, but
I like the airborne more. Okay, light bluish gray update for Captain Jack. Microfighter.
This is the one I was talking about when you showed the first Captain Jag, the first clone pilots.
Yep.
I love this figure. It's from the ARC 170 microfighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Updated episode 2 pilot. I'm just gonna put him high B.
Yeah, just right above the other one. I didn't realize that they did that twice.
Updated Senate battle pack. I am not there for the slander, and I'm not gonna tolerate it right now. I'm shutting it down. Me neither. The gunner. But we get an updated one, and I don't like the updated one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put him high B. Actually, low A.
Yes. The only thing that you've been pointing out lately with like third-party items is that his legs aren't very accurate. But other than that, he's like almost as accurate as the Black Series figure.
Yes, those should be dual molded legs, but Lego's incompetent. The 501st Trooper, 2020 style.
He has more heart to him than the original 501st.
Yeah, absolutely. It's miles ahead.
And it's the 501st Trooper, and it's so good. It is so good. It's perfect. Like it is a perfect rendition in Lego. I truthfully believe that. Like there's nothing I would change.
A pretty bold decision to say no more black pelvis. We've been doing black pelvis for like 20 years. It's time to stop.
Good note. And speaking of the 332nd, I'm very comfortable putting this God tier.
Yeah. Desirabilities through the roof still, and I think it's kind of cool when they do exclusive clone troopers. I know it sucks for army building, but it's like, yeah, that one time we got that one guy in that one scene.
I could honestly do this.
If we're talking about like desirability, I think that a lot of modern Star Wars collectors aren't going to be buying that sand green guy, but I think like us, we would like that is a character that I'm gonna want, and I don't have one of them, so it'd be cool to get that eventually.
Clone pilot. I am so mad at how many I have of these guys. It's not his fault. It's a good figure.
No. And his price is remaining somewhat high, which is weird because like who's buying?
Yeah, I just with the accessory pack, the gunship, and the advent calendar, it's just
Right. I forgot about the advent calendar.
Bad Batch. This whole set is just actually phenomenal.
Yeah.
We're gonna look back on it and just be like, I can't believe we got the entire Bad Batch in one set.
We were so blessed. We didn't know we had.
It was on Target shelves for like $68. I remember that.
Yeah.
And I remember looking at it and like, I should buy that.
Even just the heads underneath.
Didn't even like
iconic.
The heads, the torsos, the legs, like yeah, everything here is pretty perfect except for some of the colors. And I wish this headpiece moved up and down, right? Like
that'd be cool.
I just hate Wrecker, but he looks pretty good in this.
He doesn't look as big as he should.
Yeah, but that's not their. It's not their. You think he should be a big fig?
No, I
Yeah, okay. I'll put a bottom in A. I'll put Hunter A tier. I mean, he's perfect. Like, literally.
Yeah.
The face is so excellent. The helmet is so excellent. Like,
We
he
haven't
is
been talking
literally
about
perfect.
accessories much, but the Bad Batch all wield like particularly interesting accessories, and so he comes with a knife, and I think that's so
two
cool.
of them.
2 knives because it's on the sprue,
And a hairpiece.
Right.
and a Rambo hairpiece.
I could put him in S tier, honestly. He's a great figure. And then here's the one where we come to contention. So,
yeah,
Tech.
Tech
I wish
himself.
his visor went up down.
they just like came out with a universal armor piece for them to use for the Paz Vizsla and Wrecker, as well as the Dark Troopers.
Yeah.
They could have put more effort in, but at least they gave them some bulkiness.
The headpiece is great. They changed the skin color, which is also really cool because he is way lighter. The Grunt. Lean Troopers. This is a really interesting one. This is going to be...
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
This guy cannot go any higher than mid S tier. Because, look, you know from our discussions, I'm not someone who thinks it's the end of the world that those triangles on the helmet don't line up. However, the 2014 one does. It has,
Yeah.
It's not better than the 2014 one.
No, it's not. The fact that they did it in the past and then they did it and then they doubled down on it is even more offensive in my opinion. The unpopular opinion here, I'm going to put this guy in E. I hate him. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Just about. Speaking of holes in the helmet, we're missing 3 troopers.
Yeah,
And
the
then
most
being the
yeah.
501st specialists.
I'm happy with this. I'm gonna save this as a JPEG. Download this. Oh yeah, look at that. I love this website.
You can hang that like in front of
I
the
know.
toilet.
This is like my Bible.
Glad we could work together to get to the bottom of this pressing issue. So this has been Stud Economy. You can find me on Instagram as well as YouTube.
And my name is Bricky D. Williams. I'm also on Instagram. I have a large collection of every LEGO Star Wars minifigure. Trying to continue that going. So this is kind of my area of expertise here.
Both of you guys, I really appreciate your guys' expertise. So thank you so much.
Thanks for having us, Brian.
Sweet.